SQL, the basic thing is what? We are going to maintain the data. We are going to manipulating the data. We are going to, the manipulations meaning what? Maybe you can inserting the data, or you can delete the data, or you are going to updating the data. So various kind of things are there. So the how you are managing, how you are maintaining, how you are redirecting the things. That is the learning of the structured query languages. Shortly, we are calling SQL. Okay. So simply, guys. So what is the tell me what is mean data? Data is it's a collection of information. Correct. The collection of information may be a what we call either a personal information or official information, anything. So what we shortly we are calling information is nothing but a data. Data is nothing but information. So we are organizing the data. We are organizing the data in a particular format. So that is what Microsoft introduced SQL. Then Oracle Corporation introduced Oracle data. I can tell that a number of data. So this data is the group of data. Normally we are calling the database. Okay. The normally we are calling the database. Not only the database. So we collection of database. Collection of database we are maintaining in a one particular place. Okay. The basic thing is what? The building, the basic, very basic thing is all the data we are maintaining in a some structured format. So that is called SQL. I can tell that so SQL Server is a one Microsoft product. Oracle is a corporation is another product of database management, and other things like I can tell MS Access, MySQL, DB2. I can tell number of databases. So these databases, so after that, after particular period, ancient, I'm telling that in 1967, 1997, 98, there basically they introduced RDBMS, sorry, DBMS. So there is a difference between DBMS, RDBMS. Whenever you go to the interview, the basic questions they will ask. Suppose you are going a SQL developer, they may ask the questions, what is the difference between RDBMS and DBMS? Okay, so you can tell that. So DBMS nothing but it's a database management system. RDBMS nothing but it's a relational database management system. I will tell you the couple of examples. So ancient time before Microsoft SQL Server or MS Access, they initially it's introduced the DBase. So DBase is it's nothing but it's a kind of database. After that, Fox Pro, it's a kind of database. We can do that whatever the things we want. So that is we cannot say that it's a structured query languages because we cannot relate between the one table to another table or one database to another database. It is not possible in that DBMS items. When introduced to the RDBMS, we can link with the more one table to another table. I will tell you what is table and other things. Okay. Now we understand that what is table. Okay. Now one we can linking with the one table to another table, one database to another databases. It's a relations. We can creating the relations. So that is what it is called relational database management system. So what a database, I already told you, the collection of information. The management is what? Management is nothing but you are going to maintaining that, whether it may be organizing the data or kind of other things. System. So you are going to systematic doing the things. So that is called database management system. Then after database management system, after a couple of years, they introduced the RDBMS. So RDBMS is, I can say that Microsoft SQL Server, I can say that Oracle, I can say that DB2, so on. Many things are in markets. MySQL, many things are there. But the open software, MySQL is a open software. MS Access, I think now it is licensed versions it's introduced. Okay, open system is more open system means what? You can freely download, you can freely work it on that. Nowadays, Expressions Edition Sorrow for that learning purpose, they introduced Microsoft SQL Server. So in our classes, we are going to the market demand is Oracle and Microsoft SQL Server. If you learn very well Microsoft SQL Server, Oracle is so very easy to adopt the things because 70-80% of covering in Oracle. So you guys learn that Microsoft SQL Server. From that, usually you can learn the Oracle kind of things. Okay. So far you understand what I explained. So is there any doubt? Shruti, can understand? Can you able to understand?
Yes, Mani.
Okay.
It was clear.
Okay. Surya, can you able to understand?
Yes,
Or
sir. I can
okay.
understand.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Aditya, can you
Uh,
understand?
yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So I will demonstrate. So just I given a small introduction about that because couple of things are there, but due to the time permits, I just introduced a small portion only. Then how it is RDBMS, how you are going to differentiate from RDBMS to DBMS. That is a lot of informations are there. Whenever you get the free time, just learn that. You feel free. If you have any clarification, you can just contact me. Okay. Now, I told you what is SQL. It's a structured
Query
query.
language.
Yeah, structured query language. So we startly called SQL. Okay. This SQL we can divide into very two big parts. Okay. First one is DDL and the DML. Okay. So I will tell you what is DDL and what is DML. So DDL is nothing but data definition language. And DML is data manipulation language. I will tell you what is that DDL. First, we will discuss about DDL. So, guys, when you just okay, I'm telling one small example. In a normal Excel, what we do, say for a, I'm telling that. Okay. See, normal Excel sheet, everyone knows that. So what we are maintaining, say for example, I'm maintaining this way. Say for example, okay, here employee ID. Okay. Then employee name. Then salary. Okay. Assume that just three informations are there. So this employee ID in technically in a SQL Server or Oracle, any database, we are calling as a field. So this is called a field or column name. See, in the 10th standard, whenever you're learning that, you are just you just you I hope you hear this one and two. Similarly, another things are like four, five, five. Then similarly, six, seven. Sorry, seven. Okay. Then 10, 11, 12. Okay, here some data. So we can say that this data is 3 by 3 matrix. 3 by 3 matrix, which means what? 3 rows, 3 columns. So we can call this is columns, this is called columns. The same, this is the basic structure of the same kind of things we are going to maintaining. This is the basic, this is the way the data are going lying here like this. So what we call, say for example, I'm telling that E001 is a employee ID. Employee name, say for example, Adi. Salary, some 5,000. Similarly, E002, Shruti, 6,000. Similarly, E003, okay, Surya. Certain examples, okay, Surya, then 7,000. 7,000. Then E004, Vetri, some 5,000. Okay. So This you can compare with how the datas are similarities. You can see the similarities. The how the datas are, we are maintaining the same way in the matrix format. We are maintaining the data in the SQL Server, Oracle, whatever. Okay, so how you are going to okay, we are seeing the data, but how the datas are it's appear here. So maybe you can inserting the data, or you can updating the data, you can modify the data. A lot of manipulations for that. So in computer, I mean in the SQL Server technology, this entire thing is called table. The entire thing is called table. So table is, within the table, we can say that this is called column name. Column name, or we can call it as a field name. This is the another field name. This is called another field name. So shortly what we are telling, so table is nothing but it's a collection of field name with the data. So what is field name? Field name is like a column name. Okay, the column, so we can create is a normal string. Okay, employee is a one column name or field name. Employee name is a another column name or field name. Salary is a another field name. So entire thing, the group of this field name, we can call it as a table. Okay, so in that by definition, what we are telling table, so table is a collection of column name or field name. Shortly we can call. Then what is database? So before that, what is field name? Field name is nothing but it's a collection of string. Collection of string. That string is nothing but, for example, employee. As per the previous example, employee ID, emp name, salary. Okay. Then what is database? So in technically what we are told, we can tell it as the collection of data or collection of related information. Instead of that, technically what you do, collection of tables. Collection of tables. Many things are there. Time being, you understand that the collection of tables, which is inside the indexes and schema, we can tell that many words. Okay, but don't want to make it as confused in the first class itself. Just I will from this taking from the scratch. So that's what I'm telling, that the time being you understand that the collection of tables is a database. Okay, so this is the hierarchical. So database organized with the database is like databases contains what? Tables. Okay, so I can say that like this. So database is tables, contains tables. Table contains column names. So this is the hierarchical column names. That's it. Okay, so how we are going to manipulating, and how we are going to performing all the things in that we are learning in this DDL. So I told no, I can simply I said table, field name, database, but basically you have to create, no, you have to create these things. For that we have to remember certain commands. So that commands you have to remember that. So through this command you can creating the table, you can creating the column name, you can creating the database. So that is the things how we are going to this is classifications. Okay, so how we are going to creating the table, how we are going to creating the field name, how we are going to creating the databases. So that is the command we are going to learn one by one. It is covering under DDL. So, okay, then we learned that after that DML. So DML is nothing but it's a data manipulation language, which is covering more things. Okay, I want to insert in the data. Suppose I want to modify the data. Suppose I want to drop the certain information, which means deleting the data. So slowly we can learn all the things in the coming classes. Um, so this is the overall introduction about that. Then once you learn these things, through this, after that we can learn DML. Then after completing those things, here one important things I want to tell that it is called joins. I will tell you, don't worry. So joins. So joins is another concept. Then indexes. Okay. So it will be covering in these classes. So our next function, procedure, trigger, cursor, then advanced SQL. That's all. So almost interview level, you can prepare all the things. So we will prepare. I mean, we will learn one by one, one by one, one by one. So first, we are going to take it as the DDL. So DDL is a data definition language. I already told you. So for that, I told you already that the hierarchy is what? First creating the database, then table, then field name. So this is the hierarchy. Okay. So how you are going to make it as? So I will tell you example. So first command. So guys, you have to remember all the commands. Then only you will do something. Okay. Say for example, okay. Before that, how you log in with the SQL server? From the scratch I will tell you one by one. So what you do? I installed on my system. So whenever you get free time, you can also install that SQL Server. Okay. So first that after installing, you can appear the screen. Is Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio. Just click that. The window will appear. So this kind of window will appear. After that, what you have to do? The system will ask user ID credentials. So what is that server name? So under which credential you are going to log in? When I getting the administration side, I will explain to you later. This is not right now. It is not required. So what is the server name? What is that login name? What is the password? So and already I entered all the things. Just I'm trying to straight away I'm connecting. So when connecting, you can appearing this kind of window. Okay. So where you are going to work it out? So that is called new query. Okay. So in this new query only, we are going to do all the practices. Okay. So once enter that, this is the working area of the window. This is the your Object Explorer. Okay. I will don't make it as confused with now. What is Object Explorer? What and the left side some informations are there. Time being, just ignore it. Okay. Now I'm going to the main target is I'm going to creating the database. So when creating the normally when you go to the SQL server, these are all the predefined databases, master and MSDB and TempDB. So these are all the three, master, model, TempDB. So these are all the things, predefined databases. What is meant by predefined databases? Which means already they created. For example, Microsoft introduced means Microsoft had introduced this kind of databases, not us. Okay. So forgot these things. So you suppose you want to create the databases, what you are going to, the command is called create. The command name is called create. So the better practice is always make it as the capital letter. Create database. Okay. Say for example, I'm creating Surya. Okay. Then after creating, how you run the command, just select it. There is a button called execute. So when pressing the button execute, just press, automatically the command completed successfully. It's coming like that. So when how you know that the database is created or not? Just take left thing. You can assume that, see, Surya, it is created. So you can understand that the database is created. So I already told you, within the database only you can create the table. So within the table only you can create the column names. So how we are going to do that? Just one small example I'm telling. So just for remember it, so table, create table. So everything is there now, because now we are learning the DDL commands. We are learning the DDL commands. Yes, correct. DDL commands we are creating. Okay. So what is DDL? Data definition language. So we are learning this command, and after that we are creating the table. So create table. Assume that I'm creating the table I'm called employee. EMPLOYEE. Okay. Then you have to open the bracket and say for example here I'm going to the column name. So emp id. emp id. See, we one thing I want to tell you that I already told you the database is nothing but it's a collection of tables. So table is nothing but it's a collection of field. So each column, each data is a particular format. Particular format. Okay. Assume that salary is obviously it's a number. Employee name is a character. So for that each data we are going to classifying. So this is a this is a number type. This is a I mean, what is meant by data type? Data type is nothing but the data which is under a particular type, maybe a integer, maybe a character, or which is a date or boolean. Boolean means what? They are true or false, or other things. Decimal. Lot of types are there. So the data which is a particular type is called data type. So data type. Data type is what? Data type is the data type means data is a particular type. And the type is nothing but maybe integer or character or anything. Okay, date or boolean. Okay, now I'm going to explain that the employee ID, I mentioned that the employee ID is the field name. I want to tell what is the type of the data. So if it is a mixing character, alphanumeric character means, can you tell me what is alphanumeric?
It has both name and numbers.
Correct. So for that we have to mention that where so where say for example 50. So 50 means what? It is the employee ID which is content the 50 length. For example, E0000 till you can up to enter the 50 characters. Okay. So this combinations. So then after that, we can mention the data type called varchar. So then comma, which means one field name. Then emp name varchar. Say for example, that is also 50. So next comma, then salary. Obviously it is numeric or integer, anything. So now we can call it as number or numeric, just int. Once after creating, you have to close the bracket. So how you run the things? Just create it, select it, and press execute. So now it is created in the there is already an object name called database. Okay, fine. Because you created the database in Surya, but you are in master. So what you will do, you have to select the database, Surya. Now you have to run it. Okay. Now execute. See, it is command successfully created. How you know the database is, I mean, the table is created or not? Just select that Surya, select tables. You can see that, see, employee is created. So this is the way of creating the table. Okay. Now after creating, this is the basic things I explained. In the coming classes, I'm going to explain about that, how you are going to manipulating all other stuffs. Suppose you don't want the particular column, or you want to drop the table, or you want to drop the column name, or you want to other things. Suppose I want to employee ID, how to increase that in the things. That's a couple of things we discuss in the tomorrow morning 8:45 a.m. Okay, 8:30 to 8:35 I will be logging into the systems. Hope you understands what I explained. So this is a everyday classes half an hour. So I will tell you in future in which way I can increase in the timing and other things. Okay. Hope you
Okay,
understand,
sir.
guys. Hope you understand.
Yes, sir.
Shruti,
Yes. Yes,
explanation.
Mani.
Okay, you understand now. So I think you are you are strong in SQL Server. I know that. But,
No, no, Mani, no.
uh,
I
okay.
started as a fresher again.
Okay. Okay. Great. Great. Fine. Thank you, guys. So tomorrow morning we will meet 8:30 to 8:45. I will be logging. Okay.
Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
So feel free, feel free. If there is any clarification, you ping me. Whenever I get free time, I give the reply to you. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Take care,
Sure.
guys. Take care. Bye. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye, sir.
Thanks. Thanks, Money. Thanks for the
Thank
time.
you. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.